Crosse seems like they're pretty relaxed, ready to roll again. Crosse is actually coached by Robin Arrington. Once again, thank you for joining us for the 2010 National Collegiate Club Volleyball Championship in Broadbent Arena in Louisville, Kentucky. Now back to serve is number 6, Eric Newmans. Sends it over and that's a kill by number 5, Singh. This is his first action. He did not see any action in the first game. And now now the libero's going to go back to serve for Singh. Number 2, David Zamolnik is in to serve. Sonoma leads 1-0. Wolnick serves, sends it over to Manning. Up over to Newman's, attacked by Coultier, and he sends it into the antenna. Point Sonoma. Sonoma leads 2-0 now. Volnick sends it over. Number 13, Maternowiski saves it. Number 15, Manning sends it deep though on the attack, unable to keep it in. Point Sonoma. Sonoma now leads 3-0. Maybe just change the sides helped them out. Volnick serves it over. Maternowiski, and then 12, Fontana sends it back. But Lacrosse was able to save the ball. 12 send it over again. 12, Belts. McAllis dives to the floor to save it. Maternowiski sends it over, then Volnick saves it. But Sonoma's unable to capitalize on the save with 2 guys diving to save it and not hitting it. 3-1 now favors Sonoma. Lacrosse back to serve. Number 4, Alex Coultier. Sends it deep. Zamolnik gets it. Over to number 3, Boulis, and he hits it into the net. Coultier back to serve again. 3-2 now. Crosse is getting back into, gonna pull into within 1. Possibly even take the lead on this series. Castillo sends the ball over and blocked at the net, but not well enough. And it gets pinned on the net. Killed by number 12, Zach Belts. Point Sonoma. Sonoma leads 4-2. Back to serve for Sonoma. Scott Fontana sends over to McAllis, up to Newmans. And attacked by number 11, Moe, but not able to get through the block by Sonoma. Fontana back to serve once again with a 5-2 lead this time. Fontana sends the ball up, sends it deep. Manning steps back, gets it. Newman sends it over, and it's Mole on it. And unable to control the ball, Coutier sent it right back over into number 3, Boulis, and Boulis capitalizes and sent it right back at him. 6-2 now. Sonoma is definitely on a roll. Number 13, Fontana back to serve, and he sends this one long. Going back to serve for Lacrosse now is number 12, McAllis. Steps up, sends it over now. Dug out by Castilla. Over to number 13, Fontana. An attack by number 3, Boulis, who gets the kill. Point Sonoma. Sonoma now leads 7-3. For the Seawolves, Wetz and Hosek are now into the game. Back serving is White. White sends the ball over the net. McAllis saves it. Newman's over to Belts. Or ball. Point Lacrosse. Matanowski is back to serve for Lacrosse, number 13. Trailing 7-4. Turnowiski sends the ball over the net. Zawinski grabs it. 13, Fontana sends it over to number 14, Hosek. McAllis saves it. Over to Newman. Attack at Coultier. Coultier digs it and saves it. And it's hit wide. But off of number 6, Newman. Point Sonoma. Back for the Seawolves is Belts. 8-4 now. Belts sends the ball over. Deep. Newman sends it back to Coultier, to Bach. Bach sends it over. White saves it, but number 3, Boulis, another kill. Boulis is on a roll now. His team scored 9 points. He scored maybe about 4 of those 9. Sonoma leads 9-4. Newman sends the ball back over to Manning, and Manning gets it off the tape, but gets it across. Hosek pushes the ball back over. Newman over to Bach. Hosek actually hits it and prevents number 4, White, who is diving on the floor, who might have had a chance at it, from getting it. Points Lacrosse. Lacrosse leads 9-5, or Lacrosse trails 9-5 in game 2. They won game 1, 25-15. Manning back to serve. He's a jump server. Sends it deep, and Zavolnik gets it over to Whites. Boulis is just going to push the ball over. Newman sets it up over to Coutier, and it goes off at the block by Boulis and out of bounds. Point Lacrosse. Lacrosse now trails 9-6. Manning back to serve once again. Manning sends the ball over the net and into the net. Boulis is going back to serve now. Boulis is back to serve. Sends it over. And it's wide. Manning was going for it, but then realized it was going to go wide and stopped going for it. Sonoma now leads 10-7. Their lead's starting to shrink. I wonder if the pressure's starting to get to them. Balk is back to serve now. Jump serve, sends it over. And it's wide and long. Point Sonoma State. Sonoma State leads 11-7 now. For the Seawolves, number 7, Castillo back in, and number 11, McRory. Castillo back to serve. Jump serve, sends the ball over the net. Right into Couture. Newman to Couture, and it's hit long. Long and wide. Point Sonoma State. Sonoma State's putting together a nice little game here, 12-7. Castillo sets up the serve. Hits it over there. McAllis gets it. Newman over to Couture, and it's good. Kill for Couture. 12-8 in favor of Sonoma. Back to serve now is Newman. Newman sends the ball over the net. Castillo reaches down to save it. Fontana sends it over to Boulis. And Boulis sends it long, but it's off of a tip. Point Sonoma State. Sonoma State now leads 13-8.
Back to serve. Seawolves number 2.
Back to serve is Zavolnik. Sends it over to Maternal-Whiskey. Maternal-Whiskey and gets it on the back line. It's a kill for Maternal-Whiskey. Assists to Newman's. 13-9. Alex Coutier is back to serve again. Sends it over to Zavolnik. Steps up to get it. Fontana sends it over to number 11, McCrory. And it's blocked at the net by number 13, Maternal-Whiskey. 6'7", right side hitter. Coutier back to serve and sends it short again. This time, number 7 comes up. Castillo comes up and plays it and catches McAllis out of position on the return. 13-10. 14-10, Sonoma. 13 back to serve. Fontana sends it over, blocked at the net, but off of number 3, Boulis. The kill goes to number 15, Manning.